You wake up one morning and the world feels a little different. Not louder, not faster, just shakier. You reach for the counter to steady yourself like you've done 1,000 times before, but this time you linger there. A little longer. Not out of habit, but out of necessity. You used to move with confidence. You used to climb stairs without gripping the rail. You used to walk across a room without calculating every step. But now every rug is a hazard. Every slope a threat. And sometimes in the quiet moments, those moments between standing and sitting, reaching and returning, there's a whisper in your mind that says, what if I fall? That fear, it doesn't just touch your body. It touches your freedom, your independence, the very rhythm of your life. I understand that feeling because I've lived it. Not long ago, I found myself gripping furniture just across a room. Not because I was weak, but because I had been strong for so long and I never thought that strength would fade. After retirement, after divorce, after 30 years of pushing, providing, protecting, I found myself afraid to trust my own feet. But that fear? It taught me something powerful. Something I'm going to share with you today. There is a way back, not to who you were, but to who you can be now. I'm going to show you the best balance-boosting exercise for seniors over 70, one simple movement that can help you stand taller, walk steadier, and move with a sense of peace you may have forgotten was possible. I'll show you how to do it. I'll do it with you. And I'll tell you the story of others just like you who thought they were too far gone to change until they took this one small step. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need to believe it'll work right now. You just need to start. So take a breath. Let's begin this together. Have you ever noticed how something as simple as standing up from a chair or turning around in the kitchen feels different than it used to? Maybe you catch yourself hesitating before stepping off a curb. Or you hold onto the wall even when you think you don't really need to. It's subtle at first, but it's there. Let me ask you, when was the last time you walked across the room without thinking about your balance? See, as we age, our sense of balance naturally begins to change. It's not your fault, and it doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It just means your body has been carrying you for decades, and some systems are getting a little quieter than they used to be. Inside your ears, deep inside, is something called the vestibular system. Think of it like your inner compass. It tells your brain where your body is in space, whether you're upright, tilted, turning, or still. When that system starts to slow down, your body doesn't get the same instant feedback it once did. You might feel dizzy more often, or unsteady, or unsure. Now combine that with a little muscle loss, which happens to everyone, and your reaction time isn't what it once was. Your feet might not lift as high. Your ankles aren't as strong. And suddenly, something like stepping over your pet or walking in the dark feels like a challenge. And here's the part no one talks about enough. When your body starts to feel unsteady, your mind begins to lose trust in it. You avoid certain movements. You stay seated longer. You say no to things you used to love: gardening, walking with friends, dancing a little when a good song comes on. That slow retreat? It chips away at your independence. Quietly, gently, until one day you're not living the life you imagined. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to right now. You can regain that sense of trust in your body. You can improve your balance even after 70. Even after a fall. Even after years of feeling unsure. It's not about going back in time. It's about going forward stronger, steadier, more confident. You deserve to move through your home without fear. You deserve to walk outside and feel the sun on your face without scanning the ground in panic. You deserve to walk confidently again. And I'm here to help you do that. Let's go a little deeper together, because understanding why your balance changes is just as important as fixing it. If you've been blaming yourself, thinking you're just getting too old, I want you to stop right there. This isn't about weakness or failure. It's about biology, time, and how your body adapts, or sometimes how it doesn't. One of the biggest culprits behind poor balance is weakness in your core and lower body. And no, I don't mean you need a six-pack or gym tone legs. I mean the muscles that stabilize you, your abdominals, your hips, your thighs, your calves. These muscles act like your body's anchors. When they're strong, you can shift your weight smoothly, catch yourself if you stumble, and stand for longer without tiring. But when they weaken, and they do over time if we stop using them, your body loses some of its natural control. Then there's the inner ear, that quiet little system we talked about earlier. When it starts to degrade, your brain doesn't get the full picture of where you are in space. You might feel a little off, especially when turning quickly or getting out of bed. That's not your imagination. That's your inner guidance system asking for support. But here's something that sneaks up on most of us: fear. When we lose balance even once, our brains become protective. You begin to move less. You take shorter steps. You avoid bending, reaching, twisting. And while that feels safer in the moment, it actually causes your body to become stiffer, weaker, more cautious. It's a cycle that keeps feeding itself. But you know what breaks that cycle? Awareness and movement. Small, gentle, consistent movement. That's where the change begins. It's not your fault, but you can take action. And it starts now with you and me together. Let's take a few moments to check in with where your balance is today. Not to judge, not to compare, just to learn. Ready? First, make sure you're near a sturdy chair or a counter, something you can hold onto if needed. Here's the first test. Stand with your feet together. Now, carefully lift one foot a few inches off the ground. Hold it there. Count how many seconds you can stay balanced without wobbling or reaching for support. If you make it to 10 seconds, that's great. If it's less than 5, don't worry, we just found your starting point. Now let's try the heel-to-toe walk. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe, like you're walking a tightrope. Take about 5 slow steps forward. Focus on keeping your balance. Were you steady? Did you need to reach out or step wider? Notice how it felt. Tight, unsteady, or maybe better than you expected. One more. This time, stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly reach one arm forward as far as you can without stepping or leaning too far. Then come back to standing. Switch sides and try again. How far could you reach without losing control? Did one side feel stronger than the other? These are gentle, simple checks, but they tell us so much. They help you understand where you are right now so we can celebrate progress together as we go. And no matter how those felt for you, I want you to hear this. The fact that you're doing this right now means you haven't given up on yourself. That alone is something to be proud of. Now let's keep going. It's time to start rebuilding from the ground up. Alright, now comes the part we've been building up to, the one exercise that can truly change the way you move, the way you feel, and the way you carry yourself every day. It's simple, it's safe, and you can do it right in your living room. No equipment needed. Just your body, your breath, and a little patience. We're going to do the tandem stand with arm reach. Don't let the name scare you. It's really just standing in a line and reaching gently forward. But the effect it has on your balance? It's powerful. We're going to go slow. I'll guide you through every step, and I'll be right here doing it with you. Start by standing near a chair or wall. Place your right foot directly in front of your left, like you're standing on a tightrope. Good. If that feels unsteady, move your front foot slightly out to the side. It's okay to adjust. Now, bring your arms up in front of you, shoulder height. Slowly reach your right arm forward while keeping your body tall and strong. Breathe. Then bring it back. Now reach with the left. Feel your legs working to keep you steady? That's your body reawakening its balance. Let's hold this position for 10 seconds. Ready? Breathe in and out. In and out. If you wobble, that's okay. You're challenging your system, and that's exactly what we want. If this is too difficult, try doing it seated. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the ground. Reach your right arm forward, then the left, one at a time. Focus on posture and breath. You're still working your balance and your core. Or, for more support, stand by a wall and keep one hand lightly touching it as you reach. Now, let's do this together from start to finish. Set your feet. Raise your arms. Reach right, left, right again. Keep breathing. You're doing beautifully. Even if your body trembles a little, it's responding. It's learning. It's getting stronger. Let's go for 3 full minutes, slow and steady. You've got this. And every second you stand with intention, you're investing in your strength. I'm proud of you. Now that we've done the core exercise, I want to give you 3 bonus moves that will help you progress even faster. Think of these as your balance boosters, little extras that build up strength quietly but powerfully. First up, heel lifts. Stand behind a chair, hold the back for balance. Gently lift your heels off the ground so you're standing on your toes. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower. Let's do that together, up and down. Nice and slow. Try 10 reps. If that feels good, go for a second set later today. Next, single leg stance with support. Stand tall, hold the chair. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and hold for 5 seconds. Switch legs. If 5 seconds is too long, start with 2 or 3. It all counts. Let's try one together now. Lift, hold, and rest. Switch sides and hold and relax. You're doing wonderfully. Last one, seated leg extensions. Sit tall in your chair. Lift your right foot until your leg is straight. Hold for 3 seconds. Lower. Now the left. This builds the muscles around your knees, which are crucial for balance. Let's go. A right leg up, hold, down. Left leg, up, hold, and down. You're moving, you're engaging, you're showing up for yourself, and that's everything. Take a deep breath. How do you feel? Energized? A little shaky? Maybe even a little surprised at what your body can still do. Let's keep going one step at a time. Let's talk about making this part of your everyday life. Not just something you try once and forget, but something that becomes yours. A simple rhythm. You don't need to exercise every day to see change. Just 3 times a week. That's it. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe in the morning before breakfast or right after your favorite TV show. Keep it light. Keep it doable. And the most important part? Be consistent. Here's what your week might look like. Monday, tandem stand with arm reach plus 1 supporting move. Wednesday, full 3-minute walkthrough plus heel lifts and seated leg extensions. Friday, all 3 supporting exercises back to back, ending with a single leg stance. That's 3 days. Spread out. Balanced. Your body has time to rest and recover. And when you stick with it, even a little, your muscles remember. Your mind begins to trust your footing again. You walk with more confidence. That's what we're aiming for. Now let's make sure your space supports you. Find a corner in your home that's quiet, has good lighting, and has something sturdy nearby. A kitchen counter, the back of a couch, a dining chair against the wall. Clear the floor around you. Put down a yoga mat or a rug that doesn't slip. And always have a glass of water nearby. You're creating your own little sanctuary. This is your space to grow stronger. And if you want a little help staying on track, I've made a simple printable checklist for you. It's linked down in the description. Print it out. Stick it on the fridge or near your mirror. Every time you complete a session, check it off. That little mark of progress, it adds up. 1 box at a time. Now I want to share something special with you. Susan from Texas didn't think she'd ever walk confidently again. Not after the fall she took outside her church one afternoon. It was a small stumble, but it shook something deep in her. She said, "I stopped trusting my legs. I started saying no to walks, to dancing, even to the grocery store. I felt myself disappearing from the life I loved." When she found this balanced routine, she wasn't convinced. "I didn't think a few minutes could change anything." But she tried. Slowly, quietly. Just once a week at first. Then twice. Then 3 times. We received a video from her 2 months later. She walks outside now, barefoot in the grass. She holds her grandson's hand. She laughs as she reaches for the tomatoes in her garden, unafraid. That confidence? That joy? It's written in the way she moves. And she's not the only one. There's Charles, 78, who thought his unsteadiness was just part of getting old. Now he tells us, "I feel like I've aged backward." Or Letty from Florida, who had vertigo after retiring from teaching. She says she used to hold onto the walls in the hallway. Now, after 6 weeks of balanced practice, she walks with a calm, steady grace and a big sun hat. These aren't miracles. They're real people who said yes to themselves again. If you're feeling like it might be too late, too hard, too far gone, I want you to hear this clearly. It's never too late to reclaim your balance. Now let's make sure you don't unknowingly set yourself back. Because there are a few common mistakes people make when they start balance training. One big one is posture. You might be leaning forward or locking your knees. That makes balancing harder. Remember, shoulders back, chin up, spine long. Imagine a string pulling you gently from the top of your head. That one image can reset your whole body. Another mistake? Moving too fast. You're not in a race. This is about control. Slow, mindful movements challenge your body more and protect it. So take your time. Feel every step. Then there's ignoring pain. Some discomfort is normal, but sharp, shooting pain, that's your body saying, please stop. Listen to it. Modify the movement. Rest if needed. Let's do a little Q&A. Mary from Oregon asks, what if I can't stand without holding on yet? That's okay, Mary. Start seated. Do the reaches. Do the leg lifts in a chair. Every movement still counts. Gerald in New York writes, I wobble every time I try the tandem stance. Is that bad? No, Gerald. That's actually progress. Wobbling means your muscles are responding. Just keep something nearby for safety. Linda from Arizona asks, how long before I see a difference? Great question, Linda. Some people notice improvement in 2 weeks. Others take longer. But every time you show up, your body is learning, even if you can't feel it yet. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about showing up with intention. One movement, one breath, one decision at a time. You're doing better than you think. Let's take a moment to go inward. Stand tall or sit if you need to. Feel your feet pressing into the floor. Let your arms rest gently at your sides. Close your eyes if that feels safe for you. And just breathe. Inhale through your nose, slowly, gently. Hold it for a moment. Now exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Again. Inhale, feel your chest rise, your belly soften. Exhale, let go of any tightness, any worry, any noise. This is where your balance truly begins, not in your legs or your feet, but here, in your breath. Let yourself sway just slightly. Feel your body adjust, respond, correct itself. That little shift? That's your balance system working. That's your nervous system learning calm. Let's do a short standing meditation. It's okay if you wobble. You can place a hand on a chair or counter. But keep breathing. As you breathe in, say to yourself, I am steady. As you breathe out, say, I am safe. You can whisper it. You can think it. The point is connection between body and breath, between movement and stillness. Peace in your body starts with stillness in your breath. Let that stay with you. Because here's something I want you to know. You're not starting over. You're starting fresh. There's a quiet but powerful difference. Starting over sounds like failure, like erasing what came before. But starting fresh, that's strength. That's grace. That's you choosing to begin with wisdom in your bones. You are not broken. You are building. Every step you take now, every time you wobble and reset, every breath you remember to take, that's building. That's reclaiming. Balance is more than just the ability to stand on one foot. It's the way you carry yourself after heartbreak. It's how you move forward after retirement. It's choosing to try again after being told your best years are behind you. They're not. Your best moments are the ones you choose to live fully, today, right now, in this breath. It's not just about balance in the body, it's about balance in life. Between effort and rest. Between courage and comfort. Between letting go and stepping forward. And here you are, still standing, still showing up, still breathing. That is something to be deeply proud of. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're doing now that you never thought you'd be doing at your age? Maybe it's something small, like taking a walk without feeling unsteady. Or maybe it's something big, like picking up a new hobby or trying an exercise you once thought was too hard. I'd love to know. Your story matters, and it might inspire someone else who's just beginning their journey. Someone who needs to hear that it's possible to start fresh. If this video helped you, I'd be so grateful if you'd hit that like button. If you want more support, more encouragement, and more tools for building your balance, subscribe and join our community. It's all about progress, not perfection. And if you have someone in your life who could benefit from this, share it with them. Let's create a space where we support each other. Because remember, every little step counts. You've got this, and I'm so proud of you for being here today.